Chess players all around the world have been enthralled by Blitz chess, a fascinating and quick-moving variation of the traditional game. Players in this high-octane variation have a very limited amount of time to act, which gives each game a sense of urgency and intensity. The quickest wins among the innumerable Blitz games played have made an enduring impression on the world of chess. The race for the fastest win has sparked a heated and competitive atmosphere among players of all skill levels, encouraging them to demonstrate their strategic ability and quick execution. The World Blitz Chess Championship is a unique competition that sets chess players against one another under fast time limits to choose the world champion in rapid play. The World Quick and Blitz Chess Championships are an annual competition that FIDE organized since 2012. It features both Quick and Blitz chess. Magnus Carlsen, a gifted grandmaster from Norway, is the current global Blitz champion and has an amazing track record of 6 championship victories. That means he's better than every other chess player out there, and you'll know why once you see how fast he really is. Let's take a look at some of Carlsen's quickest wins ever. Magnus vs Bill Gates. Magnus Carlsen met Bill Gates, the rich Microsoft billionaire with a low chess rating, after winning the title of undefeated world champion. Despite Gates' popularity, their match generated a great deal of interest. Gates got off to a strong start, earning a time lead, raising expectations for the result and putting Carlsen's reputation on the line. Bill Gates with the white pieces played e4. In response, Magnus moved his knight to c6 and played d5 to put pressure on Gates. Gates used his bishop to protect his pawn, but this opened the door for Magnus to launch a powerful attack. After that, Magnus advanced his knight to position f6, increasing the pressure on Gates' pawn. The center pawns were eventually exchanged, and Magnus' queen actively participated in the game. As the chess game progressed, Magnus Carlsen's pieces became more active and assertive, while Bill Gates' pieces appeared passive. Gates made moves to counter Magnus' queen, but seemed confused and uncertain. Under pressure, Gates made a poor move by castling his king, exposing weaknesses. Magnus seized the opportunity, threatening Gates' queen with a powerful bishop move. The audience was captivated by the tension and drama unfolding on the chessboard. Both players were under immense pressure, and the strategic developments and reactions showcased the excitement and intensity of the match. Magnus Carlsen quickly defeated Bill Gates in this exciting game of chess in just 9 moves and under 12 seconds, demonstrating his superior strategic skills. After a moment of laughter, Gates admitted he'd lost. Magnus' confident smile throughout the game demonstrated his ability to win, whereas Gates' actions seemed sloppy. Gates was astounded and amused by Magnus' last move, a queen h2 checkmate. Despite the seeming imbalance, the game demonstrated the suspense of chess, emphasized Magnus' extraordinary brilliance, and confirmed his standing as a great of chess. The audience witnessed an enthralling contest between 2 remarkable minds. Magnus vs Hikaru Nakamura. Top players participate in the World Blitz Chess Championship to win the title of Blitz World Champion. The current champion is Magnus Carlsen, but Hikaru Nakamura has often emerged as a strong rival with amazing speed and accuracy, putting Magnus' throne at risk. Hikaru faced Magnus for the championship after racking up an astounding score and winning matches. To become the Blitz Global Champion, each player knew they needed to win this match. Magnus started by playing pawn to d4. Hikaru Nakamura responds to Carlsen's pawn move by moving a knight to f6. Magnus then plays a knight on move f3, and Hikaru chooses to move a pawn to position d5. They're developing the London system, in which Magnus has a strong center with his engaged bishop. Hikaru moves his bishop to square d6, and Magnus decides to exchange bishops before exchanging the d and e pawns. Magnus chooses to play his pawn to c4 after gaining from each deal. Before swapping additional pieces and turning on Magnus' bishop, Hikaru waits a while. Hikaru builds his fortress to find cover, not knowing the nightmare that will come. Hikaru is forced to consider his options before repositioning his queen for safety after Magnus plays rook c1, indirectly targeting Hikaru's queen. Magnus Carlsen castles his king and rook in the chess game, while Hikaru Nakamura answers by moving his pawn to square b6. Magnus makes another bishop trading offer after a few moves, and Hikaru grudgingly accepts. Hikaru is taken aback as Magnus jumps his knight to e5. Hikaru thinks about his next move before playing knight on d7. Then Magnus proposes to exchange queens with queen f3, but Hikaru moves his queen out of the way, rejecting the offer. Hikaru plays quickly, but when his time drops below average, he begins to feel the pressure. Hikaru moves his king away once again after Magnus plays his knight to c6 and threatens to check it. As the game gets more challenging, the tension increases. Both players are focused and determined, with Hikaru feeling the pressure of Magnus' strategic moves. Carlsen is aware that winning requires decisive action. He moves his knight to c4, giving Nakamura a free pawn. Hikaru accepts the bait, but it's a risky move when it comes to Magnus. Magnus reacts with g5, putting Hikaru's knight on f6 in danger. Along with his fellow knight, Hikaru tries to flee to c5. With d6, Magnus carries on his assault while applying pressure to the center and looking for f7. As the pressure increases, Hikaru makes a crucial error by striking with his knight to b3, damaging his hopes of victory. Magnus avoids the assault by moving his rook to c2, but Hikaru insists on using queen a4. Magnus plays a rook to c4, attacking Hikaru's queen once again, ending Hikaru's chances of winning the game. Magnus maintains his composure and self-assurance throughout these actions, whereas Hikaru's facial expressions convey the growing pressure and regret over his choices. By using his pawn on square g5 to assault Nakamura's knight, Carlsen executes an extremely dangerous move. Hikaru shakes his head in despair after recognizing his error. He takes his knight to the only square available, but it's too late to stop Magnus from attacking his king with great force. Magnus next plays his rook on h4, earning a few items and exchanging his rook for Hikaru's knight. Hikaru makes one more attempt by repositioning his rook to square f8, intending to checkmate Magnus' king there. Magnus, though, thinks ahead and plays his rook to f4, eliminating Hikaru's chance of victory. The looks on both players' faces convey Magnus' assurance and Hikaru's sadness at not being able to win the game. Finally, Hikaru decides to resign, making Magnus Carlsen the Blitz World Champion for the third consecutive time. Players compete in lightning-quick combat with seconds to spare in Blitz chess, which has proven to be a dynamic and exhilarating variation of the classic game. We've seen moments of pure genius and tactical prowess during our search for the quickest victories in this adrenaline-fueled manner. Magnus Carlsen, the current world champion, and several other grandmasters have etched their names into the annals of Blitz chess history with their astonishing triumphs attained in the space of just a few seconds. They demonstrate to prospective players through their performances that mastery of the game transcends time restrictions. The quest for the quickest victory keeps pushing the limits of chess greatness, and as technology and talent improve, we can only look forward to even more amazing exploits in the future. Therefore, whether you're a seasoned grandmaster or a casual chess fan, playing Blitz chess guarantees an exciting experience and the chance to see the magic of very quick wins on the 64 squares. What do you think of these wins? Let us know in the comment section below and make sure to like the video. Thanks for watching.